Y'all, it's Jessica from Sloppy Swatches. Today I have a look at the Celestial collection releasing from Cirque Colors. This collection is a three-piece thermal collection inspired by planetary bodies. So these are super beautiful in both states, both the warm and cold. Here in the bottle you can go ahead and see that cold state. So they do look a little bit similar here, but these shifts are totally what set them apart. So I'm going to go ahead and get right into those swatches. I will list the Cirque Colors website right down below. So first up is Luna, and Luna is described as a thermal nail polish that changes to dark violet when cold and turquoise when warm. It features teal shimmer and delicate holographic sparkle. So here's a look at that first easy coat. These do have a really great formula. You can see there it is a little bit sheer on this first coat, but I'm already getting a ton of thermal shift. While I was swatching these, my hands did run a little bit warm, so even the fact that that shifted so quickly to that beautiful purple shade towards my tips shows you how awesome this thermal is. So here's a look at that second coat. Two coats, it does bring this one completely opaque for me. If you go super, super thin, you may find yourself needing three, but that's no problem at all with these. These are a breeze to apply. So here's a look at that completed mani at two coats before a glossy top coat underneath artificial lighting. I will say that these do dry down slightly dull, as most thermals do, so I do recommend going in with one coat of your favorite glossy top coat. I'm going to go ahead and show you, that's what the natural shift looked like on my nails, and then it quickly reverts back to that deeper purple shade with cold water. Again, it's going to shift right back to teal when your hands get warm. So this is a final look at a swatch photo at an angle underneath artificial lighting. Next up is going to be a Terra, and this polish is described as a thermal nail polish that changes to purple when cold and then light blue when warm. It features strong copper shimmer and delicate holographic sparkles. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what that looks like for me on my natural nail. Here is a look at that first coat. Again, a little bit sheer here, and you can go ahead and see it shifting to that purple shade right towards my tips where it gets colder. Really gorgeous combination, and that shimmer is super strong in this one. I'm going to go ahead and let that dry down and then show you how it built up for me with a quick second coat. So two coats did build up that shimmer and opacity. However, I did still have a little peak of visible nail line. So I am going to go ahead and opt to do a third coat with this one. Again, not an issue. These do dry down fairly quickly, and I didn't have any flooding or pooling or staining, so not an issue to go ahead and go in for that third coat, especially for the color payoff. So you can see there that it is primarily that gorgeous, beautiful blue. On my nails here, they were, again, morning warm. But when I apply the polish, you can see it shifts to that gorgeous purple shade there right towards the tips. I did recently file my nails as well, but it still makes a really beautiful gradient on the nail. So here's a look at that completed mani. Had three coats before a glossy top coat underneath artificial lighting. Again, a little bit dull here, but a glossy top coat is going to help take care of that. So here's a quick look at how it shifted for me in my cold water. Just very, very temperature sensitive. You can see when I lift my hands out, they immediately start shifting back to that blue shade. Really fun to play with, especially in the winter. So here's a quick look at my final swatch at an angle underneath my artificial lighting. So the last polish of this trio, and I think maybe my favorite, is Soul. So this polish is described as a thermal polish that changes to purple when cold and baby pink when warm. It features a vibrant pink shimmer and delicate holographic sparkle. This one made me feel very much like the Tangled character of Rapunzel with her dress and that gorgeous purples and pinks throughout, just really princessy and delicate on the nail. So here's a look at that first easy coat. This one, again, it does start out a little bit sheer, but you can already see that shift. Very, very pink on the nail with a little bit of purple towards the tip. So I'm going to go ahead and let that dry down and then show you how it applied for me with a second coat. So here the purple has kind of disappeared from my tips. Again, my hands are running really warm. It's not been as cold in Texas as it has been, so I was kind of relishing in that fact. But as I apply that second coat, you can see my tips get cold again, and it does bring this polish completely opaque. Really beautiful, and I think this is one that you will not want to miss, especially as we get closer to that Valentine's season. So here's a look at that completed mani at just two coats before a glossy top coat underneath my artificial lighting. And then really quickly playing in the water here. So this is really, really cold ice water, but it immediately changes back to that really gorgeous purple state. I think, honestly, I prefer the purple state with this polish. Just that pink shimmer shines so brilliantly. Super beautiful combination. So this is my final swatch photo at an angle underneath my artificial lighting. I thought it may be helpful to give a little bit of a side-by-side. So here from left to right, I have Luna, Terra, and Sol. So Sol is here on the end, and then Terra, and then Luna. So a little bit similar in the bottle, but they do have different color payoff and also different shades of a shimmer and for sure a different shift. So that does wrap up my swatch and review of the Celestial collection from Cirque Colors. I honestly feel like this is one that you are not going to want to miss. So check out that link down below. If you'd like to see more, you can also follow me on Instagram at Sloppy Swatches. So thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.